Hey everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and I'm going to be talking about makeup today. I don't know what exactly I titled the video, but a while back I told you guys about a little makeup challenge I was starting because I have so much makeup now. Basically in 2020, I did end up buying a couple of different makeup things, and so now I have quite a bit of makeup. So I started a challenge a while back to rotate out what eyeshadow palette I'm using every week, and for the most part I've done that, except like the last few weeks I just kind of reverted back to my favorite, the pineapple palette here. This is a Tarte special edition thing that came out, I think, in 2019. I don't exactly know for sure actually, but it is a retired thing. Sometimes I can find them on Amazon again. I link to it if I can, but otherwise it's gone, and I just have loved this thing. I use the blush pretty much every day. There's a blush there, and then I use that purple that's like almost gone. I use that most days. That's just like my go-to 5-minute makeup, and I just love that look, and I love that it's like a subtle makeup look. It doesn't take me long at all, and I can do that kind of like still half asleep. And so I went back to this one, but I want to get back in the habit of challenging myself. But I have a different challenge. I had started this, I don't exactly know when, but I started keeping track of what colors I'm using. So I'm actually trying to use like every color in the set, not just the same couple of colors that I am comfortable with. I try to go outside of my comfort zone and get a little creative. And I really like how it makes me feel, and I like challenging myself in this way. It's just a fun little creative thing that I can do. And so the challenge for that part was I took a picture of the palette I was using for the week and then X'd off just using the markup tool on the iPhone. You can just click edit, go under the dots and hit markup, and then you have a pin tool so you can like X things out. And so I would do that every morning, showing which ones I used. And then I broke my iPhone and it wasn't backed up. So that I lost my little progress with that. I had only like taken a picture of 1 or 2 palettes. Starting fresh in 2021, I'm going to try to sticking with one palette for an entire month and trying to knock out as many colors as possible. Now, I don't think I have 12 palettes, so I'm not going to be able to like do one per month, but that will give me room to go back and trying to use every single color in a future month. So I don't have 12. I don't think I have even close to 12. I probably have more like 6. Something like that, 6, 8, something like that. So I can get through this challenge hopefully. So when I go through each palette for the first few months of the year, then I can circle back around. And then if, let's say, I had a few more eyeshadows to use in this one, I can pick that for the month. And then when I run out of eyeshadows from this, I can move on to another one where I still have eyeshadows left. I'm really challenging myself to try out every color combination and see what I can come up with. And now I'm not doing like rainbow eyes or anything, but I can pick a couple of colors that coordinate and do some sort of look with it. Basically the same look every time, but it gives me something like fresh and fun to do with the makeup that I already have. And part of this challenge is just not buying more makeup. I will have to buy, I think, like one foundation, but other than that, I think I have everything I need. Maybe a brow setter if I run out of brow setter, but I'm just sticking with what I have, trying to use and appreciate the things I've already bought. And it's just kind of fun. I'm gonna do this little challenge. I will go to the overhead screen and show you guys like how I'm keeping track of things. This is my quick way of keeping track. I took some pictures of the 2 I have actually in front of me. And so when you go into the picture, I'm actually going to, you click on that button, you can do a lot of things with it. I'm going to add it to an album. I don't have an album yet, but I'm gonna put one here. This is gonna be makeup challenge. And then I will stick all the images in there because images tend to get buried. I actually have thousands and thousands of photos on my phone, and I have to delete some actually because I'm getting full, but that way I can keep track of the pictures. So when you go to a picture, you can hit edit and hit the 3 dots and go mark up. This is on an iPhone, by the way. And then you can click on any of these, change the color, change the opacity, change the thickness, and then start marking things off. Like if I used a couple of different colors, I can mark them off, and then I have to hit done, and it saves it to the picture. And so now I know, like going the next day, I can go pick different colors off of the list and keep track of it like that. So I will continue to take pictures of all of them and add them to this little album that I just made so that I can keep track of things. And as far as like editing this photo, I don't have to retake it. I just have to hit revert to original, and it takes off the X's. So be careful if you're going in the editing, don't hit revert on accident and delete your progress. I just really wanted to share this with you because it's just a fun thing. It's not in my like yearly or monthly goals. It's just going to be like a little side creative project for me because I do wear makeup most days, probably like 6 days a week I do put on makeup, and so I think it's fun to change it up a little bit and be creative. Although over the last few weeks I basically stuck to this one because I just really like it. I do have one blush palette, so I will try to challenge myself to use more than like the 2 colors out of it that I tend to use most often. So I don't have like an official name for it. It's not really a project pan because I'm not trying to hit pan on anything. I'm just trying to use all of it. Like try out all these colors, challenge myself, and some of them are going to be a challenge. The one I'm holding here is not so challenging because it is purples and I tend to really like purples. But I have the James Charles palette that is a rainbow palette, so it is going to be a challenge to try to use up some of the really, really bright in-your-face colors. So it's going to be fun. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I will probably do some sort of like mid-year progress report on this if I stick with it. I may stick with it a few months and then totally ditch the whole idea, so I really don't know. I'll probably try to do some sort of follow-up either way with you guys, and I would love to know if you guys have some sort of makeup challenge. I really, really like watching the Project Pan videos, but I just can't commit. Other than like the one purple that I used, I can't commit to that. So I think I'll probably keep this one in my desk and try to hit pan on the blush that I've been using because I pretty much use that almost every day. I go between that and one of the colors in the Morphe blush palette, and that's pretty much it as far as blush. I'm trying to expand my horizons, so I'd love to know how you guys challenge yourself if you do any sort of makeup challenges. I would love to know, so let me know down below. And then I think that's it, so be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.